Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Speaker.
Hello and welcome. I'm your host Ruby Gill and I feel honored to welcome you all for taking a key part in today's webinar on the topic Sciences as a Career at LPU. So I'm sure that you all feel enriched with the knowledge provided by experts after the completion of this webinar. So allow me to introduce our experts of today's webinar. Dr. Laviraj Gupta, the Pro Vice Chancellor, Lovely Professional University, a leading light in the field of technical and higher education in the country. He holds a PhD in bioinformatics. He did his MTech in computer-aided design and interactive graphics from IIT Kanpur. Having flair for endless learning, he has done more than 50 plus certifications and specializations from University of California at Irvine, Wharton School, University of Pennsylvania, Deep Learning AI and Google Machine Learning Group. His research interests are in the areas of robotics, mechatronics, bioinformatics, Internet of Things, AI, ML using TensorFlow and gamification. In 2001, talking about his accolades and laurels, he was appointed as Assistant Controller Technology, Ministry of IT, Government of India by the Honorable President of India in Office of Controller of Certifying Authorities. In 2013, he was accorded the role in the National Advisory Board for What Can I Give mission, Kalam Foundation of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. In 2011, he received the MIT Technology Review Grand Challenge Award, followed by the coveted Infosys Infi Maker Awards in the year 2016. And recently, he has collaborated with Stanford University for a research project as well. He has also been nominated as the chairman to Africa North Region Council for Innovation. He has authored 7 books on IoT, mobile robotic platforms, biomedical sensors, and machine learning and data analytics. He has, to his credit, 150 plus patents. So, sir, it's a privilege to have you on board with us today. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Rubigil. Thank you. It's an honor.
Sir. And additionally, I would also like to welcome our admission expert, Ms. Medha Singh, Assistant Professor, Lovely Professional University. Her expertise lies in human resource management and currently she is involved in research related to social causes. And today she'll give you an insight of fee, eligibility and scholarship, which I'm sure will make you save a lot of money. And in addition to that, she'll be also discussing about the infrastructure part of the university. So with this, we'll start today's webinar. So I welcome you all once again to the webinar and hope that you all will have a great interaction with the experts. So over to you, Dr. Laviraj, sir, for the content of the day.
Thank you. Thank you so very much, Ms. Ruby. Let me present my screen and let me begin with the interaction. So, a very good afternoon to each and every individual present here. See, we all understand that sciences forms the basic building block of ecosystem, and sciences are the ones who will form the basics of any career, because you are the ones choosing pure sciences as a career would participate in the growth of any industry, be it automobile industry, be it IT industry, be it aerospace industry, be it agriculture, be it any industry, electronics industry, or the chip designing or mobile designing industry, because all of them are slated around science, scientific principles, theorems, and postulate. All the industries, be it construction industry, be it civil engineering industry, be it mechanical engineering industry, be it even chemical engineering industry, they will have the basic foundation of science. So I consider that a career in science would always be most sought after than any other career. Let me begin. We all know that science is ubiquitous. You are sitting and watching this particular presentation. It has got lots of science. All maths, physics, and chemistry got involved so that my voice is streaming through a media and is being reaching to you. Science is all around us. Whatsoever we do, even we write with a pencil or a pen, it has got a science. That science might have been translated into engineering or technology and formed a product, but it all begins with science only. I'll give you an example. Say, for example, I use this pencil for writing. Now, this pencil is a product. People might call it as that it is an outcome of a technology or engineering which has gone behind it. But the material of this pencil, both in terms of the covering and in terms of the cylinder which is meant for writing, is an outcome of science. Anything around you is oriented around science. I'll give you certain examples. That in the morning or any time in the day, if you are making tea, it has got a whole lot of science going into that making of the tea. That may result into a technology or engineering, and that may finally lead to a product, but it all begins with a science. If you anytime has experienced or made a tea by yourself, there is a science behind it, that if the water is boiling, it will not ooze out of the container. The moment you add sugar and tea leaves, it will start actually rising, but it will never ooze out of the pan. But the moment you add water to it, it will ooze out and flow out of the pan if you do not control the temperature beneath the pan. Don't you think so that it is completely a scientific phenomena which is happening? Now, this scientific phenomena can be used for many engineering and technology oriented projects or products. It started with steam engine, it went to locomotive engine, and it is a perfect synergization, or it is a perfect synergy of scientific postulates or theorems getting translated into what? Into a product. We all drive, two-wheelers or four-wheelers. Now, when we are driving these two-wheelers and four-wheelers, we work on entire process of our works on scientific principles. Even the design of the two-wheeler, the motion of that two-wheeler, the control of that two-wheeler, and the process of overtaking this two-wheeler while you are driving, or breaking a two-wheeler if some obstacle comes in front of you, is the result of scientific principles and scientific theories. If you are building your career in science, you can reach out to any of the industry and make your career. Moving around, even rising onto these steps, are the resultants of scientific principles which you might have studied in your class 7th or class 8th. The growth of a plant has got a very scientific association to some very basic principles of biology, of chemistry, of maybe physics, and it can be mathematically correlated with the development of agriculture or agricultural practices. Why I'm talking about this is that you need to understand that if you have decided to build your career around science, sky is the limit, because you are not bound by a particular type of an industry, or you're not bound by a particular type or types of a products. I'll give you an example. This example I always give because this is a perfect example of evolution of science from one level of strata to another. Earlier, humans used to push the huge logs of, huge blocks of stone. But then they understood that pushing them would require more manpower, more efforts. So what they did was they created some rollers out of wood, and then they started rolling. Now there is a science which is playing a role here. This is using the sliding friction, and this is using the rolling friction. The rolling friction would always require less amount of effort, thus would require less amount of manpower to pull the same block of stone from one place to another. They curated and created, using scientific principles, a wheel. A wheel were then modified again on the basis of scientific principles, and now these wheels, they take part in the landing of huge spacecrafts and huge aircrafts. This is how the evolution happens, using science and scientific principles. The evolution, one more example, uh, measuring and displaying the time was done by clocks, sundials. Then people started using water to measure and display time. Then they used sand to measure and display time. And then finally they came up with gears. All this transformation has happened because of scientific principles being implemented in most pertinent way to create evolution. Then they thought that this clock cannot be taken anywhere and everywhere. So they created wristwatch. This is the form of miniaturization which happened on the basis of scientific principles only. Today, we have got an object like this. We call it as wearable device. This device is not just simply meant to display and measure the time, but it has got furthermore capabilities of capturing your biological activities, capturing your clinical parameters, and alarming you. It is taking decisions of its own. It is creating alarms for you that you haven't slept properly, and so on and so forth. The further extension of this evolution is now going to come, that you'll have a wristband, and this wristband can actually display the entire screen so that you can access the internet onto your area above the wrist. This evolution and this understanding that science is the basic foundation of anything. We have curated some basic philosophies, and out of those philosophies, what we have done is I'm going to talk about. We always think of future. Thus, we have built transdisciplinary research domains. A student doing maybe physics or a student doing maybe pure science would be allowed to interact with students of computer science or students of agriculture or students of fashion technology, so that they can actually take up their science and create something wonderful, meteoric out of their understanding of science. We think of technology shift, thus we have created advanced labs. I'll talk about those labs in just near future. We think of expectations, thus we have the best of the faculty, the best of the researchers in science who are going to interact with you and do the teaching learning process. We think of careers, thus we have industry inclusions in curricula. I'll explain about that. And we think beyond. Thus, lot of things academically would happen to you around experiential learning. You will learn by experiencing things. Thus, we'll make you think smart. The, the science group at LPU has got more than 130 faculty members who have done their studies from premier institutes like NITs, IITs, and CSIR lab, and many foreign universities. They have quality research with 300 high quality publications, 25 patents just the last year. We have got one of the highest H indexes and number of citations in the country. This can only happen when the scientific minds, when the research-oriented minds are there along with us, and these minds are going to actually deliver the content for your studies. We have got the state-of-the-art facilities. We have got curriculum which is customized as per the need of industry. Now, from this year onwards, we are starting a very unique program, a program of BSc in data science. And now this program is uh, associated with IBM. Who else other than IBM knows about data science? So the experts from IBM would come and deliver the content. The problem statements were given to you by IBM people, and they will evaluate. This is going to be the best of the things which you're going to experience. The UG and PG students, they are required to publish in reputed journals, and students are also trained for net dam kind of thing. We have got funded research from CSIR, DST, SERB, CSIR, and whatnot. We have got humongous amount of fund. Once we say that we have got funds for research, you can participate. You can pitch in as one of the members of these funded projects. The research facility, which you will find it comparable nowhere. We have got Power XRD, FEA, SEM, scanning electron microscopes. We have got fluorescence spectrophotometer, thermogravity metric analyzer, and whole load of things, HPLC, FTIR with diamond ATR. What else you need for your advancement? And if you have worked on these kind of high-end latest technologies, the industry comes in and actually embraces you with open arms. We've got major MOUs signed for academic and research collaboration with the university from Vietnam, Canada, and IBM, as I was talking about. We also focus on that people should come and interact with you. People who have legacy around science should come and interact with you. Thus, Professor S.C. Verma usually very frequently visits LPU, and he talks to the students, giving all the wisdom which he has gathered about his humongous experience. You cannot even visualize at this point of time that what excitement you will have when you are going to sit with Professor Verma and interact with him. The cut above the rest is basically what we have crafted is that we'll focus on learn by doing. Until and unless you do a particular thing, you learn it a little less. So we'll let you do a lot of things. Small little projects would be the key. In most of the courses which you're going to do, the projects would be the key. The activity-based assignments would be the key. You'll have to do an activity at home or during the class or in the lab. You are going to do, and you are going to create a lot of projects. We will instill that capacity and capability in you of transdisciplinary research. We'll let you participate in a lot of international and national events so that you can understand where the need of science is there, so that the technology can be made more sharpened for the requirement. We'll let you build your strong presence, and all these things would result in co-creating the magic and for you to succeed in sciences as a career. I welcome you to this world of Think Big. I'm open for any kind of question and answer. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much, sir, for such an informative presentation and sharing your vision among the attendees.
Yeah, go ahead. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. So we have a few queries from our attendees. So with your permission, sir, we'll take up those queries.
Please go ahead.
So there is a query from Megha. She wants to know that can I join Isro, Indian Space Research Organization, after her MSc in physics?
You can very well join, and most of the people, most of the scientists at Isro have done it that way only, that after their physics or astrophysics or even any basic master's degree in science, they've joined Isro. But the only thing what you have to do is you'll have to follow the curriculum very seriously and religiously, and then start publishing. I was talking about transdisciplinary approach. So you can, while doing your MSc physics, you can explore computer science, you can explore data science, and then become ready for the data which is around space. So why ISRO would not be happy to have you there?
Thank you so much, sir. So there's another query from Gurmeher. She wants to know that what are the industries or institutes that can be targeted for jobs in India in chemistry sector after the completion of the program?
If you talk about industry, whole lot of industries like Reliance Petrochemical or SR or chemical oriented industries can be one of the goals for you if you're doing your chemistry. You can also look into automotive industry, because now, as you all know, that PM is talking about blending of alternative fuels into fuels. And if you know that chemistry fairly very well, all the automotive industry would be more than happy to have you with them. You can also join, pharmaceutical, big, huge pharmaceutical and biotechnology companies, because it all is around chemistry. So there's no doubt. PSUs like Gas Authority of India Limited, like ONGC, you can compete in their competitive examination. We'll ensure that you are prepared for that while you're studying chemistry, and then you can go ahead and join them.
Thank you so much, sir. So, sir, we have few attendees, those who are aspiring to go abroad, settle abroad after their program, after their course. So, sir, they want to know that MS and MSc, are they same?
They're not same. They are built around different ideologies. MSc is more towards science intensive program, where MS is more around general intensity. So MS would give you the spread, whereas MSc would always give you the depth in a particular domain or discipline.
Thank you so much, sir. So, sir, we'll take last but not the least question. Sir, a student named Shubhendu, he wants to want to seek your advice on this, that he's doing BSc Mathematics. So he wants to change the course. So is it advisable to do MSc Physics?
I would prefer that you should continue in MSc Maths only. There's no barrier in changing the program. There is absolutely no barrier in changing the program, but continue in Maths only. If you seek my advice, I'm giving you that. Continue in Maths only. Do your MSc Maths, and specifically focus on data science, because the best of the careers in today's world is around data science.
Thank you so much, sir, for resolving all the queries of our attendees. And now, so we'll quickly move to our admission expert, Ms. Medha Singh. So, ma'am, over to you for the admission part of the university.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I'll take from here. Let me share my screen. So, good afternoon to all the students. I will be talking about the rankings, the infrastructure, and also the most sought after question as to how we can go ahead and proceed with the admission. What are the eligibility and what is the criteria, how we can go ahead and take admissions, how we can apply online. So beginning, please, it's a privilege to announce that LPU has brought a lot of laurels, to its name, and it is all the hard work of the students and the faculty behind them. So 13 of the LPU students participated in the Tokyo Olympics 2020, and they have created history over there. We also have got a runners-up trophy at Khelo India University Games, and you can very well check the count of the medals that our students have brought for us. 17 gold medals, 15 silver medals, and 19 bronze medals. Moving over to the rankings, LPU has ranked 74th globally, and this is by Times Higher Education Impact Rankings 2022. Again, we have been ranked 36th amongst the top universities in India, and this includes both your government universities as well as private universities. We also have been ranked at 3rd in India, and this is the Atal rankings of institutions on innovation and achievements. Coming to campus life and the kind of exposure that we are providing to our students, it's ample. It's beyond anybody's imagination. Starting from, we were the first private university to host the Indian Science Congress, the 106th version, and the Honorable Prime Minister was here to host the same. Then we have various celebrities, various CEOs. You can see the Nobel laureate for peace, His Holiness Dalai Lama. He also visited and graced, our students during their convocation. You can see the various dignitaries that have been coming to the university and awarding degrees. Shri Arun Jaitley was here to start up our own LPU startup school, where we try to motivate our students that you can be a person who can create jobs for others, right? And a lot of celebrities you can see who have been visiting our campus in the past years. Various kinds of, I would say, amenities that LPU provides. We're very proud of our infrastructure. This is our amphitheater, which you can see, a lot of nukkad nataks, club activities, social activities that take place here. We are having 3 auditorium, and this is one of the largest auditorium capacities we are having, which which can hold up to 3,500 individuals at the same time, and a lot of national and international repute events take place over here. This is the Uni Mall, where all kinds of shops, amenities, right from salons to sweet shops to electronics shop, you can get the facilities. This is our central library. We have access to huge amount of books, databases, which the students can consult and refer to. Also, we don't leave behind the entertainment part. For this, you can see in front of you, you are having a bowling alley where the students can go and de-stress themselves. We're having gym with spa facilities. Also, we are having the uni hospital. So you can see all kinds of amenities are present for our students who are going to be away from their home in the university. This is our indoor sports facility. This is the latest addition. And we've got 3 swimming pools. We've got all weather, all season swimming pool, works both in winters as well as in summers. We are having all the indoor courts where you can go ahead and practice and participate in any of the games that you would like to play. Shooting ranges, right? This is one of the glimpses. Yes, sir. This is one of the glimpses that of the university that you can see. This is during the daytime, and this is the night time of the the glimpse of our residential capacity. Right. So for visiting the LPU, you can please either you can visit here 9 to 5 Monday to Sunday we are here, or you can also go towards the website that is mentioned over here, and you can go ahead and log on. Let me just go ahead and tell you how to go ahead and visit the university website. What you can see in front of you, I have already opened this. So let me just go ahead. You can go and type lpu.in. This will straight away take you to our landing page. Over here, you can go ahead and check the last qualification that you are having, right? So the last qualification, let's say if you are a graduate, you can go ahead and check this, fine. This is the qualification, you can check as graduation, and then you can further check the discipline that you would like to go ahead and choose. So if I pick up the if I pick up the discipline as sciences, these are the various streams that come forward with. So if I go ahead and click upon mathematics, it will tell me the various regular programs and honors programs that are available in the university. You can click upon it at any point, at any of the discipline, and the program details, including the eligibility, the highlights, what is the fee structure, what is the curriculum that we are offering. If you would like to know what are the subjects, you can go through this. What is the fee structure? What are the various categories of scholarship, discounts that are available, right? How you're going to take admission, how to apply online. This all is given in a very chronological order, very easy for you to go ahead and apply, right? The dates that you should be remembering, the last date for applying the the scholarship exam or the entrance exam, and the last date of admission, all of them are updated on our website. Apart from this, if you would like to attend webinars like this in future, or if you have forgotten or you skipped a webinar which has already taken in the past, you can go ahead and click upon this tab is admissions. Let me just zoom it a little bit. You can go ahead and click upon the admissions tab. Over here, you will see on the left corner side, you can see LPU's Edu-Fair webinars. Once you click upon it, it will take you to a landing page over here where you can see all the upcoming and the past webinars. So you can see the upcoming webinars. It's mentioned over here. These are the forthcoming webinars that we'll be conducting in the forthcoming week. And if you want to see the previous recordings, we are having the past webinars with us so that you can go and watch it, right? That's all from my side. Thank you so much. Over to Ms. Ruby. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Megha ma'am, for the detailed information about the admission part of the university. And with this, I would also advise our attendees that it is rightly said that decisions determine the destiny. So don't wait for the last date. Decide your own date of admission as soon as possible. So now I would like to express my appreciation to the experts for their valuable contribution to our today's webinar, which was entitled as Sciences as a Career at LPU. Experts, thank you so much. My deepest gratitude goes to all who attended this webinar and helped to make it such a successful one. And experts, I'm sure your years of experience will definitely help the audience to find a right path. So I, Ruby Gill, finally sign off from the session. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, everybody. Please take care. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.
Adhu.